There's this weird kind of problem that's actually a good problem to have, but man, is it stressful. It's the problem of success. And I want to tell you a story about a thriving bakery that found itself kind of drowning in the details because of that success. At its core, this whole thing is a story about growth. It's about what happens when a small business just nails it. They do everything right, they start to get bigger, and then bam! They run headfirst into all those messy, behind-the-scenes headaches that nobody tells you about when you're scaling up. All right, so let's meet the hero of our story. We're going to be talking about a wholesale bakery that went from being this beloved DC spot to a business shipping all over the country. And of course, the growing pains that came along for the ride. And get this, we're not talking about some little corner bakery here. Sweet Crimes is a legit powerhouse in the gluten-free world. We're talking cakes, cookies, even vegan donuts. And they ship all over the continental US with a super fast 48-hour turnaround. Now that combination of quality and speed, that's what made them so successful. But it was also the very thing causing their biggest challenge. Yeah, see, that explosive growth and that awesome customer-first attitude accidentally created this hidden, chaotic problem that was causing a ton of stress behind the scenes. Just think about it for a sec. If you're running a business and it's really taking off, what's the one thing that's going to keep you up at night? For a lot of people, it's not even about finding new customers. It's about managing the ones you already have without going crazy. The owner, Carrie Lazinski, just hit the nail on the head with this quote. It really gets to the core of it, doesn't it? Just imagine, you're constantly having to tweak your prices because your ingredient costs are changing, but you have no single reliable place to do it. Think about the anxiety, the constant worry about making a mistake. It's just this massive weight on your shoulders. So here was the situation. Kiri was basically always running around, just trying to keep her pricing straight. Every single time the cost of an ingredient went up, she had to manually update it everywhere, for every customer. This wasn't just a waste of time, it was a constant source of stress. And it created this very real risk of sending out the wrong invoice, which, as you know, can really hurt customer trust. But every good business story has that turning point. And for Sweet Crimes, it was all about finding a way to bring some order to that pricing chaos. They needed to find what's often called a single source of truth. And that solution came in the form of a tool called BlueCart. Now, yeah, it's an ordering tool, but its killer feature for Sweet Crimes was that it could act like a master catalog, one central, undisputed place for every product detail, and, most importantly, every single price. And the fix was just so simple. It was brilliant. All Kaleri had to do was go into this one master catalog and update a price. That's it. And the second she hit save, boom, that new price was live for every single one of her customers, everywhere. And just like that, her clients could place their orders with total confidence, knowing the price they saw was the real deal. So it's really no surprise that this one specific feature, that price-setting tool, became Kiri's absolute favorite thing. It directly solved her single biggest headache and gave her back a sense of control and, honestly, peace of mind. Okay, so what did all this actually mean for the business on a day-to-day basis? Let's take a look at the real-world, tangible impact that streamlining this one little process had on the whole operation. I mean, the change was just night and day. Before, you had an operation that was all about price confusion and an owner who said herself she was always running around. Afterwards, we're talking guaranteed accuracy, that single source of truth we mentioned, and a super smooth, easy ordering process for all her clients. The difference is just huge. When you really boil it down, it was a clear win for absolutely everyone. The business itself got organized, efficient wholesale operations. The owner, she got that priceless peace of mind. And maybe the most important thing for a customer-first company, the customers got a better, more reliable, and just all-around more professional way to order. So when you look back at the story of Sweet Crimes, it really leaves you with one big thought. I mean, sure, it's about delicious donuts and cookies, but it's really about something bigger. It's about finding that little bit of simplicity, that feeling of control, right in the middle of all the chaos of growth. And it makes you wonder, for any business out there, big or small, where is your single source of truth?